just called for. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you just called for correction of votes and proceedings. It is entirely in the bosom of the House that if a mistake has been done, we correct it now. That contorted argument that no decision was being made, so calling that order to enforce is wrong. He himself, in speaking, he said that there was no decision on the order paper to be made. So maybe we should take advantage that the item on the table now, on the floor now, is correction of votes and proceedings. So, Mr. Speaker, if something has been stated wrongly, this is the time to correct it so that we can move on.
Honorable Dr. Matthew Opeku Prope. Opoku Prempe, yes.
It's not hyphenated.
It's not.
It's not.
Only the Napo is together.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I thought the minority leader and the majority leader had come to an understanding as far as government business that we can pursue this session that we are undergoing. Just to get up and say that Ghanaians have totally rejected MPP and all his bills and all his encumbrances is a very, very unfair statement, Mr. Speaker. It's a very, very unfair statement in the sense that there are other things that has been programmed that I think that we shouldn't even bother to do. Why should we at this time take up any bill, whether it is environmental bill or social bill? I think the new government then should come and start, because we are resetting. And I agree, Ghanaians voted for resetting. So, Mr. Speaker, let's probably, the only thing we have to do is to take the vote on account and close shop. We should not continue with any business here, because like Honorable Okujeto said, and rightly so, Ghanaians have voted for the resetting agenda of Nkoko Nketi. So, not only that, Mr. Speaker, apart from the vote and proceedings and maybe his end of service benefits that he's very much interested in, every other thing, social protection bill, second reading of bills, third reading, so that we have enough time to do Article 71 business and do vote on account, such that, yes, if it is not worth doing, it's not worth doing. Please. So we have agreed on resetting. Let's close shop on everything. Do those that are interested in that will further his own personal interest. And close shop. Thank you. That His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has promised Ghanaians that he doesn't want that. His Excellency, the resetting president, has said, even when he comes to office, he's going to cancel Article 71. It is not a priority for anybody. Let us do things that are better, not Article 71. That His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has promised Ghanaians that he doesn't want.
Now, Oko Parliament, CCA, there's a lot of heat to CCA. I had the reasons of Amoakaba. Parliament, CCA, the TN said there's a lot of heat between the opposition and then the outgoing government. Now, and they say, me interest as a Ghanaian, and they say, me discerning. And the we ain't man and say, we so bet me a or buy, I see a bonichi domnia bonija, no yes, adian. Now, as someone a poor can be more senior change when they said, if we be Article 71 title holders, then it comprises of all the so-called, certain part of only public officers, the Supreme Court judges, the government appointees, the MPs, executive. In fact, the three arms of government, most of them fall within this Article 71 title holders. They are. Sika ye tamde ma ubia after end of service benefit. Na adie time back on the members of parliament. Every 4 years, Omuji Adibia Bruni friend, British Bruni, friend S. Gratia. As you say, a British Bruni, yes, Suman, Queen Elizabeth Suman, or buy ye crum, or so oban and Tonton Berino, in Sumo Ho, or thrown in life in the Aditi. Yes, as you can every time be an man to S. Gratia to appreciation. So what could be more cosum? Question is say, ye MPs in free, Bolly, Kumase. Sandima and voter and one wakotran the city pato waba city mu one team wem continuously omoda so je say sika no na me no kase sisi e won say ban we the ntia many won ho no say a lot of propaganda no yeah. In fact, when incited the people against the MPP government, Obinka said when they have the evidence that they shouldn't say, but a lot of hearsay concern atro and omodi abi win election to e. Now, we are expecting them to do the right thing now. Your campaign time, no. Ebini say, in a matter of reforming the constitution, matter say, yes, some reforms, no. Ebini idea we are can once say, Mampeni John Bahama. First thing, you don't need even 90 days. My members, no, and take it down Article 71 title holders, especially the MPs. Members of Parliament cannot continue to take over 400,000 Ghana cedi, 4 billion every 4 years. It doesn't make sense. And we expect Mahama or the year campaign to take it down. Hear me. Mahama to take it down. And now, Parliament, quickly, any pan will preach virtue, one practice, they are forcing the MPs today. So, and go on to pass this bill. Now, when you say, Sikano, Emra, Musumun, Amusia, Mobile resetting. A hot now, what in a post, that be o yentimin, yes, Amrawi. Yapesa Munimu Hotono, Namu Maye, Mamma, and Yam passing a moba, Moba, and I catch less than a week's. No maba, Muba, Mumetum, and Namuntum, Samon Passi. But say ye be a femi, Nayan says the Canadian, and Kofuna opposite Gomo Quasi, woman yada, who I feed your Matissa Ghana full soon. Many are drink. Other than NDC MPs near force the MP before no say, Momian some continuous at as gratia. Emra, why are resetting the election? But your young parliament.
Article 71. We are not going to do Article 71. You come and approve it so that I can come and collect my own. But His Excellency, the resetting president, has said, even when he comes to office, he's going to cancel Article 71. It is not a priority for anybody. Let us do things that are better, not Article 71. That His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has promised Ghanaians that he doesn't want Article 71. We are not going to do Article 71. You come and approve it so that I can come and collect my own. For 2 weeks, NDC side of Parliament decided that Parliament should close. You are not ready to work. Why are you now ready to work? You are ready to work because you are interested in Article 71, where my good friend and a very, very good friend of mine, the guy is coming from.
Now, they are interested as a citizen. They say, Argentina, when it comes to customer form, who they don't tell Ghanaians. Oh, and I remember putting my lens. Who do you bet to put two lenses in the street propaganda? But in reality, there's a politics in Parliament, in the reality on ground. So, no, different from the media propaganda. It would take you inside now. You have no idea. You see, let us understand the game what they are playing and stop this outside. Inside, oh, yes, something different. That is why. Tell me anything about the NDC because I know them already. I mean, what my trouble convince, but not me. What I say, I know them. So we will always position ourselves in the way they are playing the game. Tell me, I didn't know when you have as Gracia say, or more famine continuum. Was the resetting government eba? Any bright train, young continue view. Eti I na po Southern some okay we and some say here. We NDC now so pen this is the time you should bash your MPs. You should shame them. Obi a the resetting, but who person wa femi as Gracia now ko GD. What you say? This is terrible. And these are the people telling Ghanaians, say, we are coming to save you. So it's about time we mount to pressure. Now the NDC who say, munim game no. Every 4 years, over 4 billion, for over 400,000 Ghana cedi every MP. This is the time crack some hotel. Send this for MPs in the Kanokra. Sikakasiwe, no more to IMPA. So that's why our parliament hit and this are near me interested and me focus on your propaganda no almost set him at the ordinary citizens go street and me imagine you farther from that into what we're now. Think about it. Just think about it. Drop your comments on the comment section. What you say? Because I'm passing MPs no air the opposition majority na air than minority no. So omunya Other na wa oba na okuta majority. You are forcing them say, let us continue this as gratia. As gratia say ade Ghana for we say yam pay time. Oh, and tell them say a politician they have a double standard. And me personally, and this na yabeto almost say no one claim say one ye the above phone. I mean, some mistakes in one ya see besi abashi woman. Obi ho say na one can people as mean can people as one ko mean ka come some sanya day. Oh, so we don't need any explanation, any mind games. We don't want it. I mean, who person who pay mind games they can give it to, but not me. Or Bobby videos. I am going to decode mind games in politics from today. As gratia, they don't need it. Ghanaians don't want it. So why do you force the MPP government to continue this bill? Hurt it. MPP for say yeah hurt no because ehun ya mo ba reset o man no it mo ba na samba to so ya mo say ye de ehun say e mo say ye nto so bi o ma kire nyansa ya te ase enya no ano no abusia kenya no ano also mo interesting no de e be bu mo de ane de ade na mo me nye now ye wie we ne nto so.
I was on my way to Parliament when I saw him sitting on my feet. And he said, when I call you, beat me. Somebody who threatened to beat me if I come and cock my seat, is that telling?
Right, the same thing. Hey, Okujeta Blackwa, another diabolic person, where you very diabolic, where you see or double standard. One they claim say a lot of taxes in here, they are wrong, they are coming to take it out. Fantastic. We want it that way. After one was say, the MPP government aside, the Nema be about so many being free ho. After almost there be you free why bed then ya mine on teen another double standard person.
Vice President who sat in secret with the IMF and approved all of these taxes. They have an opportunity. We are going to bring the private members in. They should that will say what? That will say what? That remove the VAT on electricity. So you're going to e-levy, right? Yes. A private members bill. Yes. That says repeal e-levy. E-levy. Taxes on betting. 10%. Yes. VAT on electricity. Yes. We want to test his sincerity now. We are not going to wait till after the polls because the tall list of tax waivers that the majority leader continues to present to this house in business statements. Mr. Speaker, we have stated our position on this matter, is that these tax waivers, we are not going to support them. Tall list, over 40 tax waivers, Mr. Speaker, and this will have serious fiscal implications for the next government.
I mean, you see, this is the double standard of a politician, sir. Debbie, I want you to pay attention. Don't just let them use the outside media to trick you. They can hire the boys with propaganda. Just let young focus on step by step. Over tip agronomy dynasty. You probably know enter politics. I say so, and you mistake. They will use the media to trick you, but what they are doing something different. On say it do baby na and you cut it down some taxes and you also see any they want to take it back, but you are campaign propaganda and the no one on church. I had the reason so Pacho Chewadwin Udidu Susu say the NDC for no woman didn't cry as woman kind of much that say woman the Ghana for Diagra. Drop your comments. In fact in S Gratia said baby I do see I say NDC for went me and Chamwa any bay now would be share Mahama any MPs no so went me and yes dash and free wa said the MP for said there be yen fancy yen hoteno moba munim free ho man yen for the yen support to you moja line drop your comments on the comments section from what hide the reason so pato like video ne share man wait to subscribe to the channel me that's a pa
abusiamfo me mamu nyina akwa abasoronko e de mobile ras media GH so ewo Facebook na mesan so mamu akwa abasoronko e de mobile Kennedy sorry, Ras Media GH on YouTube. And I'm a mama kwaba son konso Edemoba Kennedy or Hene Japan Jr. on Facebook. Abusia mo kwaba. Tena konyam na me no emonkobo. Yedi kaka chira mo say we are proud losers. Aha. Me as an MPP supporter, an MPP ideology follower. MPP Yawe Kesiye. But still, we are proud losers. Then I'm saying proud losers, we are going to stay focused on this new administration called John Mahama lead the 10th Parliament of Ghana. Etabusia aba meka sure say nyantobo ase na tena ase. Na ye no emedi dwuma ne nne na emfa ne manto said yese na efata. Mame mfa nchia kakra ma adofo ebiti se Maxwell entry a ohwe yen ewo Facebook. Sister Diana apia mechiao hwe wo Facebook. Oskani kwadwo kwache mechiao. Brafi Media Chairman Drew panyini mechiao what to say me hu wache meto nkan so ache pa chairman yesi da menye hwe ma obi mu chairman yesi don frɛ me biem chairman tell me message mpo ɛyɛ asɛm o chairman unwian no abusia moment trase na yɛni nkɔmɔ kakra but waba na wohwɛ me ɛwɔ YouTube a me wɔ asredeɛ kakra ɛde ma wo asredeɛ a mede mo ne sɛ adwuma a meyɛ no sɛ yɛ adwuma bi a ɛsɔ w'ani na odwene sɛ ɛyɛ adwuma pa na wohwɛ me a deɛ mɛsrɛ waa ne sɛ bɔ mmɔdena na subscribe to the channel. Now subscribe nso remember say click on the notification bell. Click notification bell no wie nso a no abo modern a say video na o hwe ne sesia no like video no because say o like video na eboa ema video no tumi nante ema awiafo Ghana fo nkaifo a ebia omunim saa channel we omutuminya access to come and deal with we to come and join us and watch our shows. Entina busu andresere de a mede yeden mede to anim eno no na because say oba na o like video no na wo ye onema na o like video na ene na boa ema YouTube nso etimi pagya video no echiche ema enkaifo enso etiebe because the tension of all these videos that we are doing and say enkoso papa ebekoso wo ye man no. So if you really want your country to move there and then ebesra wo say oba like video no share video no bo akoma no so na ma video no ntimi nkona ni na odofo biara ohia se ehia se obenya video we bia hwe no YouTube atimi apushi ama no nso nsaka sanso na Facebook so the same way and a function enti ye chia yenwia Mohammed Abdul Razak sanso na ye chia phobia member TV a wo YouTube sanso wo Facebook ono so boy adwuma yie yenwia ma shere ntwi achia no Tosca Kwame Yachiao, Comfort Philippine, Michiao, Oskani Machiao, Benson K. Apia, Michiao, Sasana, Agunoye, Bode, Michiao, and in Kaifo, Amabanina, Michachia Munina, Busia. You see, Obufo Nimso Beria Buatre, Anko Hunu ye, Abrosom Fasono no, Enya Ribana Wusun ya Feni answer. Kakrabeswani na watini ya usamia odi bibeya wahunahi usamia kakrabeswani mo watini ya Ghana for the asem and I see enedie NDC Mp Shakojina Ghana Parliament say Yampase as gratia Article 71 holders. Hi, NDC say, I don't understand. Dear, Ewura Ghana ni bati managing a ho ekoto abadima NDC. Meaning, what comes into a Ghanaian man, Ghanaian woman, Ghanaian youth, child, to go out and vote for a party called NDC. Hey, party benye. A party without stand. Party, they don't know where they belong to. Party, nkwada omuwom, mpainfo omuwom, They have always triple standard. And yet double standard. Triple standard. And this in the same way or high ne. Or china ushiana or haya no akafufro. Adiechi 3 days no some kushiana baby fufra. Ono so beka some fufro natural. And you see the inconsistency of these people. You see the lies that these people sound crofo entro modena. Where Africa my munyana. Se ope political party omuye useless. Africa my munyana. Se ope political party omuni idea omunim di omohwehwe wa amanyo semu a. Miya party bi ni ho a wayera ni identity as a party esene NDC da ebi ni ho party de wayera ni identity more than NDC no minti bi din da minti bi hu history minhu se obi apio ba bi sada eye only the NDC party nkwa na ye party bi o wi ase ya o se oye socialist political party nanso onim the socialist party omoye de mo omukromfo. A socialist political party who behave as a capitalist, who behave as a right-wing political party, even though they are from the left wing. One, and then I say it yourself, my kai. Or sis obi eye adwuma na uti akire a aya na hu se adwuma na yeden efo aya na odwene se adwuma no efo enti uti akire ati se de wo mom na unim adwuma ni yeyie enti na se wo na opeso nkire nipa no de onye
no say
video we tie papa na eka tie
ban fufura beba no
tie
enya dia ebe easy nkre de eda ho a me de bia meka enye easy if you say juma e was here e was here bo aboso dendende na me ni amaka ne se o ka che nipa ne se omombo omaboso e so so bo odie bi won ka se omombo omaboso na odie de bia na no metreye yakoto 18 Land Cruisers for Ezu Omambo Wohoi and Nafum.
What kind of cre?
Idea a hiabotre. A hianimdi.
I was like
a hianyansa. A hia experience. A hia honding. And preppy, you know. Say Obi idea. No be sujina nchen nipo jina nchen no utie na numa otimi ejuma no chen nipa kra oye ejuma no enti na brofo say it is easier said than done oko stadium a obaka say spectator for mountain stands mu omuni ball chen Andrea you ne Asamwajan. If you say, I'm no Becca say, Uncle so bonny say, me Uncle me bonny say. Enti Casa de Yafanokwa. Na
Uti oppositioner. I had to say that we are Betty Pele. We are Maradona. We are Pele. Ewo boro bom. Uti bencha. But say you don't better to say wom na ato any adwendwene. Ghana for yen nyina yeti krom ha. Yen nyina yeti kro we mu. Ena MP sa na omudi majority of parliament. Eko parliament say adie bi huye yie e wo say the MPs na e wo so monye our parliament ho dear ben and an abi some ye. MPP amanyoko no ka kire NDC for said o munim dada ne se afene ya bekọ na wiye ye wo budget bi a o se yenye na ye approve e wo parliament ho said ye be ya abanya dwumayefo wana ombe hodu s gratia nom ne na asefo say abanwe etugu by the 7th of January yatumi anya sika e de atua adwumayefo ka yatumi de anya sika e de atua adwumayefo abanya adwuma yofo ahodo ka enam se na ndc fo enim so mbeko opposition tino omutu omo nice form say parliament ho omo nko ho omo share that decide ye convincingly say omo nkoma ye nko pass budget no enti se nanado anase Dr. Bawumia enwe ne budget na ontum onwe ne election na ontumi nya sika emfa ntua adwumayefo ka na ma ho kire aba man no samokai se ye nyina ne okromu ha ena NDC for MPs eye saade no. Now I don't know if you guys remember His Excellency the former President John Dramani Mahama eko jina simpie so de asem we tu na numu tu ne ho se ye na NDC party leaders any the MPs or more parliament or more NDC for no omo aye wada omo ye omo campaign enti enye parliament na omo beko omo nko parliament ne enko parliament china abusia me boana mo kai sa video no menim se mo kai sa video na ye dwene afa adwena to ye tima ho kwan ye befa so a ye betumi aye budget a ebe ma o man na prepare ne ho said ye be ya abanya oba bedi akonwa no from nanado de no obetumi anya sika e de abo o man na konhoma ama niema akoso said ye wo se nkoso no do kasa coach mi ma wakwa aba MPP amanyoko no edwene kwa omefa so a Ghana ban ebetumi anya sika de abo o man na konhoma either Nanado will come to power, sorry, Dr. Bawumia will come to power, or Dr. Bawumia will leave the power. No, the MPP wanted to guarantee salaries, a monument, payment of debt. Essence a buying no come. Said the buyer a mine or mining the crash. And this is for said be or parliament net. Emma parliament or China. One who you say, hey, oh, we phone, sir. Now I hear what dear. A four, a boy, a friend of four. Oh, win and sa, ye aduane de a boy, a friend of four and sa, a brow, say we are. Oh, we are. No what you need. No what you need. I hear one so and sa, said ye sit here. Because only a boy of 4 months, almost the same. For any nipa da saninsa ese enti se wo we na wanya sense bi e wo mu se you are udi nipa nama say I don't know which person you are enti NDC for kofa for nsawe abro mo ahwe o mo nsa NDC for no mo nim se o mo ye Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo ene MPP amanyoko no NDC for nim se by not going to parliament to approve the budget, no na nke betimi ama dum so abagana. Na omo di awene aba. Na NDC for believe we say by not going to approve the budget, no Nanado cannot have money to pay workers. Na the chaos, any huge problem aba. Yesi obayarefo mumfa ncheme. Onim say, huh? No, yesi na odwene say oye ne maame. But no onim say sa ono ne to ena o hine no. Wasɔre a ɔde ne to twi fam na ɔyɛ bini ɔyɛ ogya ne nan gu ne ho na ne maame pepa na ne maame tete na ne maame hɔzoro no na onim sɛ ɔyɛ ne maame but wanwena hu sɛ saa ɔno no ne to na ɔtwe fa fam no ɛno mmom na wɔsɛe no. You see the end of this so-called NDC MPs, liars, inconstants, political liars, hypocrites, propagandists, agenda setters, incompetent nkurase for MP for more represent the good people of Ghana. Say that be a betra. Now you catch them say, Sankrofo no mo nwene mo ho a. They are doing their party interests. Say betra na can't say, don't allow any NDC member, NDC communicator, NDC MP to convince you say whatever they are doing it for your good being. Anamunim say ye partisan political show. Oju say DNT yen kwahye mmra na abanye sika mfantua school foka a teacher foka abanye sika mfantua doctor for nurse for teacher for all the government workers yenye sika ntua omoka na NDC Mp ni NDC political party take stand say ma parliament Emma may approve the budget na monya bi de atua odwene se saabre no na odwene wo kromani no wo hu na odwene na say the interest of his party na odwene. Before the election Nanado Adanko Kufuado the approval of recruitment by Bonten say oba no aba be fa adwumayefo nurses and soldiers, nurses and police. And this for Babontin say they will not allow Nanado to recruit any worker. Adenti omosi eye election gamers. Omo fan nipa na yen to aba momo. Enti the man Nanado ye de emfa amamfo adwuma. Eno na magina so de bisa you Ghanaian, the common citizen and common dewa. Ose opedo kuno ne nchina madino. Sabre no mono. The stand that the NDC party took, was it for your favor or for their party favor? And for me say ma bom hutu. Na enye se mo the pistol na bom hutu. Mo the AK-47 the ekanja guma eto ahodo 47 times and sanajano. You guys have gone out there to elect a liar, thieves, corrupt people, incompetent people, inconsistent people, and a bunch of criminals or more joining or more together to call themselves political leaders in your country. And a moyi omuso medimoso. Ghana for ma komodemo. Munya duane ni ena munya nchene, munya ntos, ena munya nsuo nom. Ye befa amamfo adwuma. The same person who is complaining about unemployment situation in the country stand up and say no, I will not allow you to employ anybody. Now one out to get to honor, one out to get to honor, one out to ton, toasting, Jane would drum. When I only Juma ye, our secondary school, I said, be woody. Would dear cause up a song community, up a song cosuja, up a song nursing training. How can you believe, say? A man you call Mutimido or Monansi form of parliament, say, Yamma yem fawo a Juma is your savior. I say the most stupid politicians in the world. Politicians or more Jim pa. Our most Andrian say or more mindful Jimmy pa ANDC. It is something unacceptable. Also, that was a man for near Juma. Ye babe for a man for a Juma. Also, there be meant here. Also, there was Sebio, a buying NP contractors ka o the year campaign. Branabe sign budget. Na yem fun pia a contractors ka also there be member. Nana de benasi. Enam send DC for pe one S gratia gintino. And DC for which na parliament say. Now, dear, they have to what? Sign the budget. Say they be a buying way. Ebetua one eggs gratia mo. Say they be a buying way answer be free kunya sono. Na watu to niema kama dia mo say they be omo betena ban mu a omo ho nkyere won. Have you seen that Ghanaians? We have allowed ourselves to be food and to be used as a donkeys. Abusian for women like video na like sunusha e from pa women like video na video no nkona nim. Abusian for amutie me. Yetumi atenase man DC for the homa hye ye hwenem te se mponko. Atwen de akopa voting yankan say polling station. Atwen ma ye de nsa kosisi echiriye bi so ato abafun bi e na me no kasai ya chichiri ye nsa go ye chia for the good 4 years. Omo beye de omo pe bia against us. Eba ne se na de budget amosi mu nkosan. Budget amose mo mfa ho mu nsan ne nsan ne china ene de mo sore ya mu nyina makwa akogu ho say ye nsan budget no mahama asoma ne nkwasiafo no so mo nsan ko parliament o mo nko paase. But what I want a Ghanaian una wo ye Ghana ni de me pese wo nti ase ne say tiemiye. What I want you to understand, what I want you to get me correct and say, one who say, but I see ye mera me sign budget na wa juma bi a wo ye yentua wo ka no mo se omonko. One who say yes bra ye me sign budget no na ye momo de se bitua contractors ka na ukuro mu ka akwan omo ye no omo atimi complete no one so omo ka se omonko. Bisa won say ba ne se na ene de omo asore akogina parliament say can yen sign budget because individually themselves the omo benya omo bedi after this 9th parliament no eni omo akogina ho no need anya akoma me wakwa ba. I want to say the family is doing very well here. Phobia I say ye ni amanfo wa asemo Jonas Barfi me wakwa ba ene de es gratia bia NDC for MPs no painting no they are now running to sign. But say be sign na usika bia abanya juma bia wo ya wonsa beka wakatua Yensan budget say be a say bio next year juma bi a wo ya aban betime tua wo ka. Yensan budget say be a free zone factories through one district one factory yɛde nneɛma bi no mfiri ama no ne ba yɛma wɔn tax wave ama wɔn timi abuild the factory early na wo boy ɔne nam kurom anya adwuma ayɛ no NDC for so wɔn nkɔ but because of gratia they are now ready and going to sign pesemi nkuminya greediness at the highest level akohwie at the highest and the highest and the highest level. Enti wuna wo se mama afa sekr wajimi. NDC supporter young guy now onenam Ghana mama o ye sekr we aboa nyansa ni utim because what transfer the emotion edi agro. What transfer amobi the emotional expressions. Atima divert what drink either with him afri enkoso ye your human capital, human development. What me atrase ama wadwene da wutim no yatimi the emotional expressions asesa wadwene say obi kese ko school free a oboa owia usika obi kese ko school free a enye papa because headmasters enkoto aduane meno amankwada obi kese ko school free a enye papa because obani ko school a oto trunk de ma obano entino yenkofa aban a ono ba oba no mfa adwuma obenya ye ho wakatua ye de be maw o light a obedam but as gratia ono o twen age ede agu ne bottom ena Ivan Sado kano hey God, bloody janko. I say, well, let me read this. I say, the most foolish thing is that they did not fight over who will sit on the right side or on the left side because they want to have their way. Because they want to have their way. I will never vote for MPP if they dare to do so. Enti bra ye say asema ye nwe kam so wate ase yi bra ye say yenko san na yentumi mpaase budget na amamfo o mo akatua nya maye o mo nsanka o mo akatua ene na asefo no enam se nipa na o support o mo no mo mpese wo ho beto unti no they were rather fighting over I want to sit at your right side because some MPs from the majority side had decided they want to go independent. So the issue on the table was not about your well-being. The discussing in parliament at least from the NDC side. But their first interest was find a better right side of the parliament and find a better on the left side of the parliament. And at the end of the day, and NDC for parliament a free MPP for majority side. Yechiri prekwa yedini yanom nankwa. Wa hu kramoni oso anwi preko na ote choba mu sa preko ho nkwan. Obekesi bi amede manon keke eneka. Just listen to the NDC MPs fighting over the gratia that I'm talking about. Bi obekesi say ye me na mede ma adweneka. Just listen. But meanwhile, no, ask you, brother, sister, whoever you watching me, say, but mother, I like your video, no. In the pack of crab, I like ye only 6. More like video no konanim. But meanwhile, no, women NDC for MPs or more contokwa about gratia in the parliament. Tie.
Hey, the former running mate, maybe he's okay now. He's basically stabbing even the people at the, on his side. The constitution of this country at the moment does not prevent Article 71 office holders from getting whatever is entitled to them. When President Mahama said when he becomes president, is President Mahama president today?
Abujan formati. Senya mayate asema akweka yepa. Christina Boateng me akwa ba ho te sen. Mame Christy ba modern na like video no na subscribe channel no mame why. So that be next time you ba beti enka na obeka yo. Minim say yeti asema papa na kan na momenti eni ye na let's give it.
So what is your business talking about the fact that you will not pay? Today, the former running mate, maybe he's okay now. He's basically stabbing even the people at the, on his side. The constitution of this country at the moment does not prevent Article 71 office holders from getting whatever is entitled to them. When President Mahama said when he becomes president, is President Mahama president today? So what is your business talking about the fact that you will not pay?
Abusia, this a word to a wise is enough. But we any proverb. Na we ye keka afa ho, we ye safa ho, we ye dilate into your years. And this if when I'm on say mo koye campaign, and I'm campaign messages num. Mwaka edi ato Ghana fo anim se mo ba mo betwa gratia. I think you understand me. Mo ba mo betwa gratia. And another say okay NDC for campaign na mo koye ye no. Dia mo de convince amanfo mo moto abama amo no. Meti ni nyina na nyansa asem na mo kana nyansa asem eto asum. Udi ye adwuma ebeye ye. I don't understand these people. What actually they want? Mona musum betwa gratia. Mona modi gratia campaign akọ deceive Ghana for. Ama Ghana for to abama no mababeye the political party LED and at the same time also overwhelming MPs in the parliament, overwhelming majority of parliament. My promises, no, but I could also make a TV team, mobile betting tax him, he live, mobile year free. Sounds no more can say mobile as graciano, mobile a free. And I do say, me ma must me for more than 8 years our parliament. Ha. Ma wo se mo nyuma na mo keka ase mo ba mo be na dɔɔso enti mi twamodwuma so ama mo se de be ya mo ba enyuma ne bi wo hɔ a mo ma meto na mo ba mo betumi focus on other things enti gratia na mo se mo betwam no me na na adodanko akufuado ado guy ado showboy ado meyaji medin ado my administration is the best ebinyansi da wo man mo gratia na mo kofa ho no mi ye firi ho ansna mo beba abedi akonwa mo ba abedi miwia enka wei problem ben na wom say no krepa say mo NDC Mp say ready to scrap gratia from our constitution enka die benti o so mo mfa nkoye argument in the parliament was say President Mahama na akese oba obetwam enti na na do ne akwanya so obetwam. Are you the one detecting for another what to do? But NDC has forgotten, say, as 2016, 5th January 2017, 4th January 2017, 3rd January 2017, Mahama was given appointment. Mahama was taking what them call an important decisions and they concern every Ghanaian. So, are you the one to tell Nanado what to do? So Nanado and his party has sat down. Now, Mwati has said they are going to cancel that tax. Your friend, that compensation, friend, as gratia or chama fidwa. Mo problem the same. When I'm from every Accra, Kumasi. By lucky, on your way going, and a VIP bus be a who's on I'm from. I don't say Mr. But I bet for me, I am co. The word room them. What is your problem? At the end of the day, your destiny is to go to Kumasi. Your destination is going to Kumasi. So be a who now more drop. Oh, how they saying? Onboard yourself and let's go, master. Hey, and this is for me say, your government, your leadership of this 10th parliament, you will regret. Mube regret for deceiving Ghanaians. And trona mube try in kontompo na mube try ama amamfo ma omoda achembe hwere wo no. We will settle down and we will make you cry. Kevin Teran enchebe kana no atu. Enchebe kana no atu. Because Ankrofo we are kromfo they are all thieves. But see, the e-levy has not been abolished, so it is still what? It is still operating. It will be cancelled. It will be cancelled, and it is coming to cancel. It will be cancelled. Osikani kwajoy, asem na mi bisa Ndc Mp sinene se. Mose mo pese mo mfiri Kumasi enkwa Accra mo nam fom. And driver be adwempa woni tima hu se mo nam fom from Kumasi to Accra. And what the bus na ba besi ho se. Monfro bus for free. Me de mon ko. I will take responsibilities to take you there. Ose menfro menko. Me catch you say me fa form na Kumasi ekwa Accra. Enti no me fa o car no ho. Me de me na ante form na akọ. Hey, you see your trofo na namon 8 ya. Ene wiase so so odwen se wo nkwa na wonimu nyansa. Ha? Wiase we wa adwen se wo nkwa na nyansa ne nimde wo utima. Ohre kakra Nyankopon de ama no. Do you remember the issue of Anansi? Abra na why na adwen se odi nyansa bo na nim na fusu se odi ofuru dua akotra dua no soro. Some na can say Anansi book no be Anansi story no. That is the tragedy, the tragical part of the NDC story of this Fourth Republic. The Omojo say they are the most intelligent men in politics, but Omonimu say they are the most deceiving politicians that has ever happened in our history. But any person they will deceive and any ban a hosu say wom. Wasi ashe, waira, wawu, asa. And then NDC, who were campaigning for with gratia as one of their major campaign message, are now rather begging Akufo-Addo and the MPs to approve gratia. Mani maguase, muchantro, muya kohifo. Kwa kama yenti I will say because it's Mahama that promised to cancel e-levy gratia. So until Mahama comes in power, nobody has the right to cancel gratia. Now is NDC in power today? NDC for mona mo power na se mo da so opposition. But maybe they have forgotten say until 7 January 2025, the only commander-in-chiefs of the Ghana Armed Forces, the only president of the republic of the country that we live in, your friend Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Asa, there is no other one. Every midnight of the Yankan say 6 January 2025, Eho and Mahama, the president of the country. But from now going, Enkopins Yebedru 7 front there. It is Nanado that command the armed forces, the laws, and everything in the country. In the NDC, don't complain. The gratia will be cancelled and you have to accept it. And if you really want to prove to be good citizens, I'm not thinking about Ghanaians, allow the process to move. Even support the NPP MPs to cancel that gratia from the Constitution. More. NKWASIAFOO. Ajimi-foɔ. Mujwe se kasa ede. Kasa ede. O de wano edon where I be wo. You make that one convince you, say you can say whatever you want. Important is you win election. One way here, you have to bear the responsibility. Mento a video no so. Mame Esther Kebari ma fiura ba ko pe mame me mo akwa ba want to say. Oskani say the levy, the e-levy has not been okay. Ma read it. I do even say Nanado should add the private schools into the free SHS now because Mahama said he will do that, but I know he is not going to fulfill it, and let's see whether they will complain or not. Hey, I do even also cement no. Phobia say fire, more fire, Miriam. Sansona Deborah Freeman or say good evening. Give good evening to you, bro. Good evening to you, Deborah. Abusia moment to a video no so na yemra na yeme fire. Abusia a message say bomodana like video no mame. Na your first time about channel we so don't forget to subscribe. Or Facebook or follow me or YouTube or subscribe and hit the notification bell. Say the beya. There be a life piano onsa ebe o am fan so benya notification say yaba life. Yeni NDC for na wo ha o. Yen koba bia. Momenti the full video yaba na ya to aso enche maybe a phone light na tum. No bia afre ashina dentwe mo keep in touch with GRAZIE Media GH on YouTube and Kennedy Japan Jr. on Facebook. You try one basis.
Today, the former running mate, maybe he's okay now. He's basically stabbing even the people on his side. The constitution of this country at the moment does not prevent Article 71 office holders from getting whatever is entitled to them. When President Mahama said when he becomes president, is President Mahama president today? So what is your business talking about the fact that you will not pay? You will not pay what, Mr. Speaker? It's a simple thing. Why is he telling us to close, Mr. Speaker? I just saw our colleague, the minister responsible for environment. The bill we have gone through is left with only third reading. In fact, you were in the chair when we passed it. For some reason, when we started this debate, I just saw our colleague leave the chamber again. If you brought a bill, you don't want to do it, all of a sudden, they have decided that you are still government. Mr. Speaker, this is still the government. And you are still responsible for carrying out your responsibilities until the 7th of January. Why are you deciding that you will not work? That our colleagues on the majority side is arguing as if they are in opposition. They are still in government. Their tenure has not ended. They have not handed over yet. They still have a duty to perform under the Constitution of Ghana. We have gone through several transitions. No president has ever avoided a critical duty like this in our nation. Yes. Presidents have lost elections, but they perform their duties. It is the duty of President Nana Akufo-Addo to present that statement before this House. It is his duty. We approved the budget last November. The budget ends in December. The new government will be ushered in early January. So we need expenditure in advance of the budget to be able to pay salaries from January, February, March until a new budget is introduced into this House. This is the simple duty that the president must perform to the good people of Ghana. And the finance minister always performs this duty on behalf of the president. The House is only able to approve of the vote on account. It's not only workers who may not be paid from January 2025. Even this House meeting after December to listen to the president present his message, his last message on the State of the Nations, cannot hold. And the House was called upon to avoid this situation before the elections. Why was it not done? Why was it not done? The House was embroiled in determining who occupies the majority seats and who occupies the minority seats. Most irrelevant. With the greatest respect, most irrelevant. Mr. Speaker, if we are not able to approve of the vote on account, the summoning of Parliament to elect a speaker, for the speaker to now also swear in the new members of Parliament, technically cannot take place. Is that what you want as a nation?
Time is not on our side, but there are some
Abufo ni msoberi aduatre enko hunu ye abrosum faso no enye hwiba na wusunya fe na nsa momfanto so mame kakra beso wani ma watene ya emmoa enkwasiafo ase nkwasiafo agimifo hey afiwe shows baye detu Jimmy for Ndc for Nkurasefo MPs Yamugu Parliament. Jimmy. Samusimo Jimmy. Jimmy. Boxing na mo born in Parliament. Boxing and na mo born in Parliament. Na binu mo sapa logo. Samokai Sam George. Na or sapa logo or Parliament abrana people were interested in doing rare business concerning the country. Adwem money some faso no. Mungusu na monsa palogo. Me say NPP MP should now nsa palogo. E was so monsa palogo ene. From now up to 6 December, there be omo ko parliament ya. Omo fa palogo boys ni omo chi na omo nko botwene. Na omo nsanse pa omo ho. Hey, you see, so uko traba barren shop. Na ye uti ni ewa yifun, ye uti no in a bad way. Na wa miewa no ankasa amfa ho a. Untumi mpi mfilo barren shop wo, ye be ye uti mi ne basa. Saa so na se ye de yew, na ye de yew, na wa ankasa ye nim se ye de yew na yew de. Into the MPP should keep in mind they say the omoyen and neno. And you say bia they are not showing the interest of the country. It is shown to the NDC say if you do me, I will do you. So the next time that you find me at the other part demanding for something important, don't fool yourself, accept it. Said the Yura Chain Sambo Sukayano. Brana, yes, she shed near ma, Edi atoho with clean mind, clean head, without not thinking about who will win and who will lose. Yenye niema to say mature leaders of a country. Na Sam George nom sapa logo. Na Sam George nom bob boxing. Na NKWASIAFOO wim to say atami nkanom akofa sekan ahye omo bottom the aba parliament to say omo nkotran the majority side na say MPs ekos omo nkotran omo babia omo tena omo twitwa won sekan. But the rule of law, the righteousness, repeat it with me, the righteousness will always win against the lie. Patricia Du Uhun is saying, Christina Boatema, do you agree with what the NDCs do, the MPs are doing? Phobia member, dear now Jennifer Home. Esther K. Badima, Fiura Bakope, dear and now Jenny Efa the MPs and ne or more the NDC for Ado Evans, Minyum film, also Jenna who say Bonnet, Adremone. If you see the karma is a fucking bitch. Karma or a fucking bitch. And that year, NDC Fonko Kamentia, the Omokachi and say Nanado Daso a president. Now there has no been any president here. Why then? Watching who are free. Yemfan said responsibility to say Musobe approve budget before the end of the parliament. Into approval. But it is the same things now. So make actually NDC MPs and say since MPP is in power up to 6 January, they have the right to cancel anything that they wish in the law. Amendment in the constitution. If they have enough time, they can do it. The Hansard in the parliament, they can adapt and edit and do everything. Say the Christina Boatemekano. Osikani, tell me what you think about what the MPs are doing today. They are playing the right drum into the years of this bogus, unconstitutional, unmature, unpolite, uneducated, and illiteracy leaders of NDC party. They deserve this and more than that. Yen to asunenti a video no.
Imperatives we have to work on. The delay may compel us to sit some days very late hours. My worry is whether we'll have that much time to truly scrutinize the work that is before us. I think I will have to direct you to get in touch with your colleagues to be available tomorrow so that we can do some business. Please convey that message to them that we need them on the floor. If we can't get all of them, if we can't get the leader himself, at least the deputy should be here, the chief whip should be here so that we can do some business. Because your colleagues here cannot usurp your authority unless so directed.
Agwamba ben, ochu ebo wanim to say kura, anase toa, danka toa. Agwamba ben, wanim se kusi anim. Papa panyina woti say ya, yede a kind of one of the prestigious position amount ewo maimu. You came in there and what you were doing was only to serve your political party. And then You are begging the MPP to come on the floor. How many times did we call you to call for parliament and you rejected it? And Predo was saying, I can't say, find a way to make peace reign in the parliament for the interest of everybody. Now, I don't wish Ghana bad. Can you say, can I say, Bompire say, soldier for a bed your minor free MP NDC for some. But I don't wish Ghana bad. Papa Penina, what trouble when him Ghana for putting me bohonka millions and millions and millions of dollars. Now, you see for the parliament. Now you may decide for the future and the well-being of the people. And that the way you were named to say Kusia Boni Jana John Webejina Bontena will beg the MPs to be mature and to come to parliament to approve budget, NS gratia, because Monkukobun Kitenkiti Mr. Muhia Dokonone and Chenam ne ya can say Kusiaba Kupitsa ena Amponchenam Mr. Madayan Ponchi Funu, Madayan Ponchi Furu, Madayo Dram Funu. Nothing hurt me anymore. No. When you're power you are now conducting yourself as a human. You have been a boy for a very long time. Papa, remain at your boy side. We can't recognize you as a human being anymore. And don't pretend from us to be human and mature. The same way that you did to us, the same way we are going to do to you. You do me, I do you. It always works. And Nadia, you understand the importance of approving budget before the close of this parliament. And Nadia, you know the importance of your friend is saying the responsibilities are Ghana mind pajadema. Now you know what role you play. And Nadia, you feel say it is right to say the MPs will have a consensus among them to decide what to do. Panyimone, Papa Panyina, according to Nkwadaa na oni omoda. Panyimone, Papa Panyina, you don't know your responsibility that you have. You cannot manage the responsibility that you have without the influence of your party color. And then the wabejina and then I think say we have to go home and tomorrow we have to come back, find your colleagues and try to find agreement so that we can be here everybody tomorrow. Yeah, ma ochina you buy the same story. We will hang you. You will be in power, but we are going to hang you guys from January to April, whereby you cannot even have salaries. NKWASIAFOO. The MPs are going to hang you in parliament. We will be with their slim opposition, as you are saying, but we will hang you and we will make you suffer from January to April, that you cannot have even salaries for yourself. And more. Say, Mosi Kevin Taylor di atem. Mosi Masuma Kevin Taylor so many NPP for atem. Huh? Say Mosi Kevin Taylor ni matemu die. This time MPP any power mu be more. We don't need to massage people. Now we have to tell after we could have friend saying Dana Samoa, or you must to call the spade. You must to call the spade a spade. Why Jimmy I was saying can't you? Uni munyansa ye bekani indirectly intellectually mwati asese we aboa. Papa Panyini. the same way you did in November. It is with the same thing that you are going to bear. Octopus. Muni ma boy friend octopus or dance so. Octopus no ana. O pese mene kama. Ye de ne hunsuo ene edware no. NDC MPs in parliament. The speaker who is sitting in the parliament. We are octopus. Ye de hunsuo ne bedware. We will use your own way of doing to educate you for you to become civilized man. Ye de wan kasa ohunsuo ye de ohunsuo bedware wo. Amwa ba beye panyin papa. Ye de ohunsuo bedware mo ba beye mature because there is something wrong in your mind. Oya boa menti say a sitting a speaker of parliament would rather hold a press conference to tell people say he is the third man in the country rather than to solve issues that were critical on the both sides, either for the MPP or the NDC. And then the waba bonten saying that here may budget amount. Papa, here yen and net yen your china at the amount. Ras Media GH on YouTube.
You know, say, you know.
Kennedy Japan Jr. on Facebook. Abusia, yebo video we are. Yebe be a phone call on atum. Now one so afre achre wadwen.
MP, you know, say, Obi adie, no be sujina chen. Nipo jina chen no. Utie na numa. Otimi ejuma no chen nipa kra or ye ejuma no. Anything Brofo say, it is easier said than done. Oko stadium Obaka say spectator for motor stands mu. Omuni ball boche Andrea you ne Asamwajan. Ebe say omo no mbeka say uncle so born say me uncle me born say. Enti kasa de yafa no kwa. Na
Abusia for my be phone last na tumutumu frɛ na wachire wadwen kama efa de ye ka no ho. It is time to call in and say your side. My be phone last na tuma busia for ntu su tumi frɛ na wachire wadwen. Abusia phone last na be atum usu tumi frɛ na wachire wadwen say de fata na hye. Eha Kennedy Ohene Japan Junior page. Ewo YouTube. Sounds na yawo Ras Media GH on Facebook. On YouTube. Utumi frɛ na wonso no ayɛden. Wachire wadwen. Sister Esther frɛ yɛ nti mo memfa no na emfa ne mra afidi kɛseɛ no so. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening to you, ma'am. It is saying, Fiura nie.
Yamia Dumo,
Fiura na mwakwaba. Ah?
Abusiafo nyina.
Abusiafo nyina agye so.
The way I now bought audio na me bu phone, no. The way I na me bu phone. Can you see how pathetic Abababin are?
Yes. Yes.
So how pathetic he is.
Yes.
And how selfish Mr. Bababin
Yes.
So who said one, you know what man who can name?
That be.
Bababin and Jin Ghana who can name one, Jenny or more would do a muko chromatic to a bad map parliamentarians. Or can you see how pathetic they are? Oh, Ghana, more poor. So when we useless, amuya mugu parliament because you know what is their problem? Omu try omu as gracious.
Yeah.
That is what they are waiting for. And until Abamba Binajino Akache and say there's no time on our side.
Yeah.
Can you see yourself when you locked parliament, when government business was going on, you had the guts to lock parliament and said to the whole world, said you are locking parliament for indefinite.
Yes.
So what gave you a chance to come and open parliament today? You are so pathetic. You are so useless. Munya nipa bia na mo wakugu parliament wo. Because you know man, mumfa wo man ndi kan emmo mo brother. Everything have to do about money. Nyame betwetwa mo amukuta saa akoma na mudidi o man nyam. Obetwia mo ka seriously. What will you a speaker was ma to parliament mu e the keys call abra government ye adwuma. What will be that? Now what but parliament akase we have to be quick. There's no time on our side. Mr. Bababi wanu kwa na wo de kansa no. Nyame ontria sa no fo na wo de kansa ne ka. What? You are the most useless pathetic speaker yenya no Ghana. Na I hope say so onyame shiraw ana onyame ka na na adu akoma na wotua sika no mamo a mumfa nto yade emema mo ho na mumfa nko fie because mon dwene wo man no atenka da na mon dwene wo man no so so hia samu da so wa hu na na akufo adu de oye the most listening president o okuta akoma obasan ko beye ni man yi oni Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia nenso so manfa adepa ne hia no just because of more selfish interest and more greediness ekuta mu bad soul akoma fun akoma tan antianka ahunhum ekuta mo some de beye adwuma dia so mo man. The whole world know what was going on in Ghana Parliament. But when you got Abetina say there is no time on our side. What time are you talking about? Mr. Mafu Busanema said, time will burn the walker.
See the omoye na di biba ye won. They will regret.
Yeah, oh. Nana go for the so wa wuni mo no. Wonu enche no waje bibia mama naka. Enche na kagana nya ho abutre kakra nka me fi se ye men o hihye economy no ko munya abutre kakra na mampene ama bawomia nto aso no ye dia mamo munya me ehwe ai munya me ehwe o ye kasa ne say was legends
legends ye na ye nie
o legends mumma ye me ehwe na yesi ye ne mote amansanten tensu super highway
well
awurade nyankopon
ebeye the rough
ye be tonton sansan na ama mo hu say yes kaki no be leather aba ye di botachi no ye di boba so what you say na mo ban fo kwa useless aba na mo bu ya amanfo de sum fie nan so ahu Sam George ko jina ho ka say nya Sam George krampo ba ko no finance minister ato say yeto na ayi na akufo ado akwaji koko sika di e na wabe mo 31 mo mra mo na mo tua he anu ntina sometimes ya na mente Ghana ya say how so be mo obi adwene adi ama that moment no na ko so obusa ne say na some mra so na mo maye 4 million as a one bag na sana na ado aba no wa maye 31 million. The gap is so huge.
Too much.
But mama be dadam. Mude sometimes kra mude yemfa ne said your mo kano Mr. Mafo eye no kra. Why didn't you put a caution to him? Why didn't he do it when he was on power? Huh? Want to me kra ntuma amamu 10 million no. Want to me antuma mfa amamu 10 million. Why didn't people ask him say Mom to come on to me and find no 5 million per my year. And no ma sa and pennyfua na or multi parliament one at Jimmy for be woman. One more day or mano up to a tom prem, one more do a man to me who said Lolo question or what the diabo bonnet said the idea board just kelly. To ma a ban swana diabono woo neko because omu need respect Emma citizens. And not yet to me, you move in yet to at the same frama. Who can't uncle Tanase and analyze it as some now catch no on done one general. And some what the key decision. You catch now you 2 cities and now you said any did the all can you no credit. Can you see all this? What would you cost or money? Ghana, a bit too pono near bread. Because still a bit were and track a seer or moodiano. After even election work on the real and yen some kitwa. Now ye journey in the manyame, or no retire Lydia.
Yeah.
When yame funny boy, now one tone in terms say a buono or to me pejane kawa. When I would bet you would in a cra enji. Namo dia mon kashen kodu, mamma a sumun tum, common tratao. Namo dia mon say, or be any wa okuta noa or becca, a diama ordinary person. And then Dr. Mahmoud Baumia can one speech back could be an worker or say. The ordinary Ghanaians cannot speak for himself. Omun to me can't go over yet said to my winning at the ordinary Ghanaians. But the ordinary Ghanaians who say, Yen penot near penku quankete. Ye pesa baba to and throw a good egg. No my day, no more tea, no more shimmy account. You turn your future. Eddie did a kunusika, a cocoa bacon, a more bag bacon. Fraton oil bacon for 5 years, for 4 years. Why? Ghana for Ade. Mr. Mafo, Ghana some yemia, but who did me do be see here? Catcha baby say, Uncle, one sambre view. Now, on your ready say, as Russian what dear, Nichono. Me do the baby come woman, Nichono. Assume dear friend, assume dear, and I do what that a chono back from Miss Am was slippers up to be free as a force as so. I mean, a bit she and the car catcher say, we have no time on our side. It's a math for me now.
Mamma Dasibe, and no contribution. Bye bye. Sister Esther, and I attend in Kano. So, the Oceana, Agua Obi Obeji S. Gratia, especially the NDC for Modi S. Gratia campaign. And the NDC Ghana forum. Yadia, and all this S. Gratia, and this can by a day, a better. Abusian phone lines no ya bie egum. Now on the more serious note, answer na obi be frame no. I think say a Champon Kofi ebisa me number no. Mr. Champon, me number no e na matwere eda screen video na nim no 00393923939148 utumi frɛ ofra mejo so e wo studio mu hanom na yɛdi nkɔmmɔ mɛsan nso de link we nso ato hɔ wopɛ sɛ join so ɔso tumi join na wakyerɛ wadwen wɔ video live wobɛtumi ajoin through this video live we amede atumi sɛsi amede atumi yɛ link a wobɔ so a wobɛtumi de abɛpie mu wɔ hanom ti mesrɛ wa wopɛ sɛ womfrɛ no wobɛtumi afrɛ through this wopɛ sɛ join through course call no so betumi afrɛ with that with number now my day matwere eda video na ase ho no mapini link no said be ya ebeda so bia e wo YouTube side ho and whoever want to join can join through video or phone call. Diabusia, we are here. Champion Brafi Media. Champion Brafi Media. That is Chairman Drew, Chairman Bakope. Phobia Member TV, another powerful channel on YouTube and on Facebook. Christina Boatima Mechiao, Esther K. Barima, Fie wura baako pɛ mekyia wo. Sanso na Jonas Bar fi nso mekyia wo. Ɛna Dorcas K Akos mekyia wo nso. Sanso chia Achempon Kofi mekyia wo nso mesan chia wo biem. Ɛna Facebook for no nso no Osikani Kwajo Bema Aba mekyia wo. Patricia Adu mekyia wo. Dambre Freeman, I greet you and I salute you. Ado Evans, I greet you, bro. And yeah, Norida Nyako Onso Mechiao. Yeah, Maswedentri Mechiao Bebre Miriam. I think these are the people on Facebook who are moding or her. Yeah, Taska Kwame, Adovok Douglas, Senboahe, Josephine Kubage, also Mechia Munina. Abusiafo last no yedaswa abie egum. Whoever who want to call can call in and tell his mind. Yenti video we sina obi amfre ya yet mo besi hanom.
Today, the former running mate, maybe he's okay now. He's basically stabbing even the people on his side. The constitution of this country at the moment does not prevent Article 71 office holders from getting whatever is entitled to them. When President Mahama said when he becomes president, is President Mahama president today? So what is your business talking about the fact that you will not pay? You will not pay what, Mr. Speaker? It's a simple thing. Why is he telling us to close, Mr. Speaker? I just saw our colleague, the minister responsible for environment. The bill we have gone through is left with only third reading. In fact, you were in the chair when we passed it. For some reason, when we started this debate, I just saw our colleague leave the chamber again. If you brought a bill, you don't want to do it, all of a sudden, they have decided that you are still government. Mr. Speaker, this is still the government. And you are still responsible for carrying out your responsibilities until the 7th of January. Why are you deciding that you will not work?
That our colleagues on the majority side is arguing as if they are in opposition. They are still in government. Their tenure has not ended. They have not handed over yet. They still have a duty to perform under the Constitution of Ghana. We have gone through several transitions. No president has ever avoided a critical duty like this in our nation. Presidents have lost elections, but they perform their duties. It is the duty of President Nana Akufo-Addo to present that statement before this House. It is his duty. We approved the budget last November. The budget ends in December. The new government will be ushered in early January. So we need expenditure in advance of the budget to be able to pay salaries from January, February, March until a new budget is introduced into this House. This is the simple duty that the president must perform to the good people of Ghana. And the finance minister always performs this duty on behalf of the president.
The House is only able to approve of the voting account. It's not only workers who may not be paid from January 2025. Even this House meeting after December to listen to the president present his message, his last message on the State of the Nations, cannot hold. And the House was called upon to avoid this situation before the elections. Why was it not done? Why was it not done? The House was embroiled in determining who occupies the majority seats and who occupies the minority seats. Most irrelevant. With the greatest respect, most irrelevant. Mr. Speaker, if we are not able to approve of the vote and account, the summoning of Parliament to elect a speaker, for the speaker to now also swear in the new members of Parliament, technically cannot take place. Is that what you want as a nation?
Time is not on our side, but there are some imperatives we have to work on. The delay may compel us to sit some days very late hours. My worry is whether we have that much time to truly scrutinize the work that is before us. I think I will have to direct you to get in touch with your colleagues to be available tomorrow so that we can do some business. Please convey that message to them that we need them on the floor. If we can't get all of them, if we can't get the leader himself, at least the deputy should be here, the chief whip should be here, so that we can do some business. Because your colleagues here cannot usurp your authority unless so directed.
Abusianfo medamu nyina ase ene mopre even sadusen kwasiafo NDC fools they think they are wise. Karma is now dealing with them. Abusian medamu besia said your tear be am so chna a breath say ne pepe pa me ba ye besan ahia makramo salute.